Well, what is going on there, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Pone, back with another kind of weapon preview, kind of what to expect when weapon tuning patch 2.0 hits the scene. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time to look at the Hardline. I have no clue how light can be hard, but I sure as hell am. I am looking forward to seeing this gun perform in Crucible. It's obviously not going to be the thing you're going to want to use in PvE. Even with the 10% AI buff that you're going to be getting to auto rifles, the increased base damage is going to be great. Lots of other things factor into this. The only major flaw with the auto rifles coming is the fact that you are going to have a reduction and the damage fall off happening sooner. The pros of those changes to the auto rifles are the base damage and everything are going to mean this thing is actually going to be stronger in closer quarters, where it crits for 20 right now. It may end up hitting for 22 or 24, and I'm curious to see exactly where the Hardline sits on that one in the end. But we do know that the damage drop-off is heavily considered to be one of the biggest things to try to, I guess, monitor how the game is played, putting this thing into a close range or middle range situation. What we do know are the changes for the Hardline specifically. Increasing the base stability to 80. It was 65. Making this thing going to be flawless. This thing is going to be so accurate. It's going to go from one of the guns that is the hardest to control to probably the easiest one. Now, you're going to be able to increase the bounce count for Hardline projectiles, and Hardline projectiles are not affected by damage fall off. I want to talk about this real quick. If you do not know, the Hardline ability allows this thing to have shots ricochet. You'll see throughout this video, every once in a while, I'll actually try to ricochet a bullet or two and hope they actually hit the intended target. It doesn't work, but I try, and that's all I get my gold star for that. But what makes this so interesting is exactly how much this could change the way the game is played in close quarter maps. Can you imagine something like Anomaly, where you could pre-fire almost every corner? I don't know if you understand this, but bouncing projectiles off walls with a map given to you, granted to you on the top of the screen, I can start just bouncing and ricocheting my bullets, and I can easily have a couple into him before he even knows I'm around that corner or where I am. Not to mention the scare factor. People are getting shot before they're around the corner. That's going to make them scared. They're not going to know, and they're going to be disoriented before they even get into the gunfight. That's going to have a major mental factor in gunfights with this gun. The extra bouncing means you're just going to have these things flicking everywhere, dude. So it's definitely going to be a unique gun, something that's extremely unique, to be honest. So I'm excited to see how this one will change the way people think, and you have to change your mindset while using this gun to actually utilize that unique ability from the gun. And like I said, you're about to see the exact example of what I'm talking about. After I drop this guy right here, I notice a guy with almost no health right around this corner, running away. And I wanted it. I was so thirsty for it. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to shoot this wall and one of these better hit him. But all I see are the little crickle crackle of the shots hitting the wall and no kill on my screen. Super sad face. Unfortunately, that's the kind of mindset you're going to want to have. You got to know that this gun is capable of doing things like that. And it's a gift to you if you utilize that. So, that aside, what else we know is, and this is hard to translate because, I mean, it's a little vague. But for the most part, what we know is that the projectiles that are ricocheted around, they are not affected by damage fall-off. I don't know exactly how this is going to work. I don't know if this means that somebody 50 meters away that would easily have dropped down in damage due to the damage drop-off. Maybe if I shoot the floor right in front of their feet and it bounces up and hits their feet, they're actually going to take the full base damage of the gun. I don't know if a gun hits or if a bullet hits the wall and starts to ricochet, if it reverts back to the base damage as if the guy was right in front of you doing the max damage possible for the Hardline. I don't know if that's going to happen, or if it actually just kind of concretes where the range was actually initiated when the bullet hit that surface. I have no clue. So, I mean, for example, if that guy right there, had I shot him dead on, it would have done something like, you know, 18, 17 damage to him. But maybe if I shot the floor right in front of him and it would have put it back to 20, or maybe I shot the floor right in front of him, it would have still been 18 to 20 because it locked in with that damage. I'm curious to see how that works, because if it actually does go back to that, it may not be the worst idea in the world to get to a higher ground and to shoot right down in front of the people, actually miss the intended target, shoot the floor so they ricochet up into the central mass, and do a lot more damage over range. With that increased ability, that's something you could confidently do with this gun. So this gun is definitely going to change the way you think about performing with an auto rifle. It's going to be unique. It's going to have almost no stability, so the gun's going to be great as is. I can already use it right now with the stability perk upgraded on it. I can already use this gun at a pretty proficient level as it currently stands. Throwing the ricochet into it, the added base damage, this is going to have a pretty solid, reliable chance in this game for a medium-range gun with that stability tweak. So this could very well be the next auto rifle that people use. So, ladies and gentlemen, dust her off, get in there, and give it to them Hardline style. So, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to leave a comment down below about what gun you would like to see next. I've seen a lot of requests for some of the snipers and even the last word. Let me know. Be sure to leave a like. It's heavily appreciated. Share it around if you can. And I will catch you guys on another video tomorrow. Feel free to click either two of the videos up there on your screen if you want to continue watching some more content. See you later, ladies and gentlemen.